Hey, welcome back to Guitar Discoveries. I'm Robert Cassard. I'm here with shortcuts to help you play guitar, sing, record, and sound great doing it. Today, I want to revisit the topic of capos, and in particular, a really great capo that I just discovered and is really solving a major problem for me. So, stick around. We're going to get the pressure just right on your capo and make you sound great and be able to move your capo around and always stay in perfect tune. So those of you who've watched my channel before know that I'm a capo aficionado. I love capos. I love what they allow you to do, the instant way they can both change the pitch of what you're playing and also that they can change the tonality of the guitar. You know, you put a capo up high and all of a sudden your guitar just sounds different. You know, it can be magical. It raises the pitch so much. Think about the world without Here Comes the Sun by George Harrison. Capo at the 7th, you know, very different kind of guitar sound, but beautiful. In general, I've tried every kind of capo there is to try, and most of them work well enough. They do allow you to put the capo at any fret position. Often you have to retune the guitar just a little bit to tweak it and keep it in perfect tune. Last year, I got this beauty. This is a Harmony Rocket H59. There's some things that are kind of unusual about this guitar. One of them is it has the thickest neck, front to back, fretboard to the back of the neck, thickest neck I've ever played. It's truly a baseball bat neck. So when this guitar arrived and I started playing it, I loved the tone I was getting from these de-armand gold foil pickups so much, and I loved the range of tone I could get since I had 3 different pickups and all the tonal settings and everything. This guitar I knew was going to become my primary live guitar. Especially playing with my band Cosmic Spin. So knowing that this was going to be my primary guitar, I thought, you know, I got to treat myself to a really top quality capo. And I went and I got a Thalia custom capo for this. Much to my disappointment, when I put it on the guitar, it put too much pressure. There's not an adjustable pressure on that capo or many other capos for that matter. You can't really do fine tuning and adjustment to those. So when you put too much pressure as you move up, it actually, can you hear how that really, you know, feels like seasick, right? That's because when you put too much pressure on, it actually raises the pitch above what it would be playing at that fret normally. You push down, it stretches the string a little bit and it pulls up, you know, just a little bit, 1/8 of a tone or something like that. Why does that matter? Because, you know, you can always just retune, right? Yeah, you can retune, but when you're playing live, you don't want to have to stop between every song where you change the capo position and do a complete retuning, right? It's just one of those things you don't want to have to be thinking about when you're performing. My wife Bara and I did a Cosmic Spin show, one of these outdoor porch concerts, front yard in our case, a little while ago. You know, here's some footage from that. You can see me having to tune between every song.
Okay, do you need to tune?
I do, I gotta get a capo.
Okay. More tuning. Bear with us.
Every song. I mean, it gets old for me. You know, she's good at banter. She could keep things going, but ultimately you want to not have to tune just because you've moved your capo. So what am I going to do? Well, I got an email from one of my favorite guitar shops on the planet, Elderly Instruments in Lansing, Michigan. Great guitar store. If you don't know about it, elderly.com, check it out. I'm originally from Michigan, so I knew about Elderly. They're just a really great store. So in the email, they featured something called a Shubb Fine Tune capo. Never heard of a fine tune before. It's not something you can find on Amazon, for example. There's all kinds of Shubb capos there on Amazon and other retailers, but not the fine tune. So I was like, well, what is that? Went to their website, discovered that it's a very finely crafted, low profile kind of capo. I can show it to you here. Actually, I'll show it to this camera over here. There it is, Shubb Fine Tune. Comes in this nice little, almost jewelry case. And there is the little beauty right there. It's got some features that are really unique. You can tell that because it comes straight through around the neck, it's going to put even pressure on the whole fingerboard. That's really important. Now you can't really adjust the radius, so you're kind of at their mercy. You got to hope that that is a good radius for your guitar. But it's got this little jeweler's spring-loaded clip. I'll show you right there. See how that opens, closes, clicks. So here I am in standard tuning, and I've got this fine-tuned capo just behind the nut with the gentlest pressure just to hold it in place, right? It stays completely out of the way of my hand. Can you see how much distance there is there? No problem. Okay, so now let's say I want to go up to the 3rd fret. What I can do is bring it up here and start turning, and I'll just turn it just until there's enough pressure to get a clean strum across there, and I'm in perfect tune. Wow, okay. Unscrew it a little. So let's say I want to go to the 5th fret. Just start going. Still in tune. I mean, that's so wonderful. For me, playing live, incredible. Come up here. It's the magic of being able to get the tension just right. So another cool feature of this is that there's this little turn wheel, and it has numbers on it that allow you to make some notes to yourself. To know, for example, hey, when I'm at the 3rd fret, I dial it into 6. And when I'm at the 5th fret, let's say maybe I dial it into 3. And when I'm at the 7th fret, I'm dialed to 1. The idea is to always be able to have a little visual reference that makes you say, okay, I've got it dialed in just right based on everything you've experienced. But you can make adjustments on the fly as you need to. Now, if I look at my tuner to confirm, the notes are right on. So sweet, it's such a relief. So the idea is to minimize retuning when placing the capo at different frets. Why didn't I know about these? You know, I've had so many capos over the years. The answer is because these are only sold through sort of fine guitar shops. You're not going to find these online in the usual places. If you go on Amazon and you look for a Shubb capo, you're going to see all the standard Shubb capos, but you won't find the fine tune. This one is a $75 capo, ordered from Elderly. I saved a nickel over ordering it from Shubb, but I love to do business with those smaller guitar shops and help them out too. You can get a gold version for an extra $5 if you want gold. It's just a really sweet thing. This is completely going to solve my problem, which is playing live, changing capos or changing capo positions fairly often, and needing to keep that guitar in tune. Of course, the guitar pulls out of tune for other reasons, but the idea is once you have it in tune, you shouldn't have to retune every time you move the capo around. And I think Shubb has finally given me a solution to this age-old problem. So if this video is helpful to you, go to guitardiscoveries.com. That's where you're going to find all my videos, all my shortcuts, the things that are going to help you play guitar, sing, record, and sound great doing it. While you're there, consider supporting me on Patreon. You'll find the Patreon link there. Really means a lot to me when people come forward and support what I'm doing. I do this to share knowledge, not to make money. That said, it's really helpful to have your support. It really does mean a lot. And a quick reminder, like the video, subscribe, hit the bell. I want you to know when new videos come out. Thanks so much. See you next time. Pretty nice.